ABDINASSIR Mohamud is an entrepreneur who relocated his business from Hong Kong to Guangzhou in 2014. His business is one example of the opportunity to be found along the new, streamlined Silk Road. He says this move was following the progression in the industry.
First of all, the manufacturers are from Guangdong province. Secondly, it's easier nowadays to fly from most of African major cities here to Guangzhou. For example, you can have a direct flight from Nairobi to Guangzhou. And thirdly, Guangzhou really has caught up with Hong Kong in terms of logistics, like port, seaport. So you can ship directly from Guangzhou to any part of Africa.
Guangzhou is one of the starting points for the maritime corridors created by the Belt and Road Initiative. The BRI's corridor to Africa begins in Guangzhou, making the city a bustling place for intercontinental trade.
That's the nature here in Guangdong. Everybody's a migrant. You know, people came here to make money. So 7 days a week, 16, 17 hours a day, that's part of our life. You know? It's work, to be honest.
Today we're following ABDINASSIR to his warehouse to see what it's like at the start of the BRI. This business facilitates the movement of goods from China to Africa.
This is our warehouse now. The customer will send their goods to our warehouse from the factories. We use these big machines to compress the goods. Yeah, this is a baby suit, so if we ship as it is, it will be very expensive for the client. So what we do is we compress it. You can see how many bags, 1, 2, 3. These whole big bags will be compressed into small bale like that. And 99% of the goods we have here are ready-made garments. It's not electronics, it's not any other item, it's 99% is ready-made garments. So some suppliers prefer to compress the goods by themselves, like this one. The compressing done by the supplier themselves.
This business has seen the direct benefit of the BRI's infrastructure improvements.
From the date the container is loaded on the vessel to the Mombasa port is 17 days. A year ago, most of our containers used to go through via Singapore or via Port Klang in Malaysia, but now there's no need for a transshipment because there are enough cargo coming from northern part of China and Guangdong going all the way to Mombasa port. So the whole vessel can be filled from this part of the world. It's a direct selling. 17 days is a very short time to ship goods from Guangzhou to Mombasa port.
And the investment into infrastructure has also expedited the delivery of goods once they arrive in Kenya.
So it will go to the Mombasa port and it will be loaded on the train from Mombasa to Nairobi. Very convenient, short time. So it's really amazing how fast this is going.
This is Kenya's new standard gauge rail, or SGR for short. It carries goods from the port of Mombasa and commuters to the capital of Nairobi. The 500-kilometer journey takes about 5 hours and passes through some of the country's most iconic wilderness lands. This trip used to take Kenyans 12 hours or more. It was completed as part of the BRI's push to develop the Kenyan economy. Today, the train has a captain from China, but his understudy is from Kenya.
My name is CONCELIA, OIRE. I'm 23 years of age. My profession is electrical engineering, but right now I'm training as an assistant locomotive driver. I've studied before locomotive engineering and rolling stock, but now I'm majoring in the driving part. And I'm training to be a passenger driver. Being a locomotive driver is not just about driving the train. It involves driving the train and also dealing with the fault handling and also the fault diagnosis. And the fault handling part makes being a driver difficult because driving the train is not difficult. It's something you can learn very quick. But in the fault handling, it takes time because you need to understand the operation principles of the machines you have in the locomotive. So it takes a while.
Midway through the SGR's journey lies the town of Voi. Signs of the train's economic spillover are already beginning to show.
My name is James. I live in Voi. Where we are standing here is a joint operation between me and my wife. We are doing electronics, which we source locally, others we source from China, and we are happy to be here. Since the coming of the SGR, so many things have happened around us. At the beginning was the influx of the dollar, because of the people that came to work around here. The Chinese came, they were good customers. Nevertheless, the greatest impact is on transportation of goods and people around the city of Voi. Voi is a transit city connecting Taveta, Nairobi and Mombasa. And therefore, the people who are coming from Taveta with an intention of using the SGR spend the night around here, leave a good chunk of their money here through accommodation, food, and all kind of things they would like to do around. Similarly, the people who are traveling from Nairobi connected to the Taveta, they come by SGR, make a stop over here, leave some of their cash around. That's good for us. Next is traveling between here and Nairobi. It is something that everybody is looking forward to because of the comfort of the train. The time is less, there's no traveling fatigue. You know, you pass through the national park in the train, you get a free entry to the park by the train. So that one has shortened our time between here and Nairobi. Number 3, the cost of transportation of goods from Mombasa to Nairobi. Like one container, the 20-feet container, it has gone down by more than 40%. That 40% must be transmitted to the goods at the retail level. That is something that everybody should be proud about. That's a change that is already can be felt as we talk right now. So Kenya has only opened its eyes and seen a golden opportunity. Some say you have to make a choice to be a big fish in a small pond or a small fish in a big pond. The choice is yours, right? China is a big pond. So if you want to survive, you have to join them.
The prospects of getting their goods to market excites people as the train tracks for the SGR extend into new rail lines.
I am able to deliver my product in the next 2 years to Mombasa and come back the same day. I think that is one of the milestones that most people might not understand.
SAMSON is a Maasai businessman who, like many others along the train's Navia Shah expansion, relies on cattle herding. He's hopeful about the future promise by the SGR.
We have an open market here. We are livestock keepers. If you get a major project coming to your place, that is value addition to the land. We have employment opportunities, casual laborers, and we expect even more employment opportunity with the blue and white collar job as they finish the project. I think the most benefit is actually even in the younger generation or even the ones who are not working. For one, they will get a project that has been fully done. They'll actually be able to align their future education with what is happening right now. Probably we have a Railway Institute. Maybe we'll be going to other countries to learn about engineering. That is a new concept that we are having around. That this is my future. That is what I'm going to do in school, either in Kenya or outside.
Though SAMSON is looking forward to the future, the project has already begun affecting the community.
We have about 3,000 members of the community already getting their livelihood from the project. 3,000 households are going to be fed from a single project. Second is that it has brought a lot of people to come around because of the guys who have come to work here. They have to rent your place. Probably they'll eat from your hotel. Maybe they'll have tea in your kiosk. Maybe they'll buy from your shop. That's a benefit that we're having as a community or a center.
The SGR's Nairobi-Mombasa line was launched in 2017 and is among the first Belt and Road projects to be completed. But it's already begun changing the economic landscape of Kenya. However, the hopes of those involved in the BRI remain much larger.
I believe Belt and Road is very beneficial for all. Africa will be opening up to unprecedented economic development. We are talking about building ports, seaports, airports, rail links, which Africa never had. So Africans will benefit a lot. But I believe it will not only bring about economic benefit, but it will also bring about peace and stability in the world, because everybody has a stake in this integrated world. As far as Africans are concerned, this is what they have been waiting for a long time: economic development, investment, opening up the continent. I think this is unprecedented. As far as Africans are concerned, I think Belt and Road is what we have been waiting for a long time.
And ABDINASSIR hopes that his homeland will be able to follow in China's development footsteps.
I'm looking forward to the day when Africans say, look, we will manufacture by ourselves and sell to the rest of the world. Because already it started. Look at Ethiopia now, the base of industrialization, the number of Chinese companies relocating in Kenya and Ethiopia and Djibouti as well, you know. So it's already happening. It's only a matter of time when we see Africans producing their own goods, or maybe selling to the part of the world. Maybe Africa becoming, what you call wall factory that produce things and sell to the rest of the world. Why not?